So this game is kind of remind me of it with the whole camera thing. And I think Resident Evil released today, or it's coming out tomorrow. It's, you know, it's got some good reviews. So that is something I'm debating. But you know, like it's like what periodically a Resident Evil game comes out, like probably like every 2 to 3 years. We get a new Resident Evil game, you know, and we've been getting them for like the past, you know, couple decades. So it's been years. It's been over 10 years. Oh man, I mean, what was the last Fatal Frame? Maiden of Blackwater, or is it the Mask of the Lunar Eclipse? Either way, we haven't had like a really like in terms of like home run, no pun intended. The last home run we had, in my opinion, you know, people really do like Fatal Frame 3. I couldn't really get into it. How do I get to that snow place? Because that's where I gotta go. Safe room, garage. I don't know. But Fatal, the one I truly admired was the second one. Truly admired the second one. This takes me to the snow place. I love the second one. It's my favorite one in the series. The first one's probably the scariest, but the second one, you know, like Silent Hill has such a riveting storyline that the first one doesn't hold as much fame or popularity as its sequel. It comes for us all. The recliner next to the fireplace that made the ear-piercing squeak in the now silent living room inside of the house where the truck rots under the moss-laden tarp. Excuse me. The garden that no longer blooms. Our graves don't lie just in cemeteries. They surround us, and our homes are the hosts. So wherever you are, no, it's never too far. And remember, one day you will find all the places you loved filled with ghosts. Yeah, Fatal Frame 2 is scary. Don't get me wrong. But what really excited for, and I've expressed this. I've expressed this on Twitter before many years ago that it would be great if you could have like some sort of like simulated experience in the, what's it called? The All Gods Village in Fatal Frame 2. So, you know, I got my VR over here just collecting dust. I haven't used it. I bought it a while ago, a long time ago, and I've never used it. Mainly because I want to get, it's uncomfortable. So I need to get one of those headsets before I start actually using it. And I've just been pushing that off. But I always thought that'd be like such a frightening experience to be in that village. So I'm looking forward to someone making a VR mod. I don't think the game's going to come out with a, or, you know, Tecmo, whoever's developing it. I don't think they're going to come out with a VR release. They probably should if they want to make a little extra bang for their buck. But that's probably like, you know, I don't know. You know, if modders can just, you know, go in there and make, you know, a VR mod, I don't know why a production company couldn't. You know, I don't know why a studio couldn't do that. It's, you know, the VR modders usually do it single-handedly. Or sometimes they probably work in small teams. I don't know how modders work. I think they probably just do things on a solo basis. So I'm guessing that they're going to jump all over that. Hopefully. I think they will, and the reason they will is because of the viewfinder with the camera. That's going to give incentive for people to do the whole VR thing. Anyways, you put that game in VR, and I mean, it's going to be terrifying. It's going to be a frightening experience. So I'm hoping that people do it as soon as possible, you know, because I got a feeling that the dev team is not. Because again, like, I don't know. I imagine that's probably relatively cheap, but when it comes to making things in, like, I know with consoles and stuff, like, you have to get a license if you're gonna, like, make it for Sony, or you have to get a license if you're gonna make it for, like, Xbox. But when it comes to VR is like, you know, it's different brands. I mean, I've got a Quest 3, and then there's like Oculus Rift. I don't know. I thought Quest and Oculus were the same thing or something, aren't they? Aren't Quest 3? They're both owned by fucking Facebook, and that's the one thing I hate about the Quest is every time you open up, it's like all this Facebook crap they gotta sign up for, all this meta crap. I'm like, oh my god, please. Can I just... Oh my god, why does everything gotta be that way? But that's the story behind the Quest, isn't it? Didn't it start off as like the Oculus or something, and then Meta bought it, and that's why you got all this bullshit you gotta go through? Other than that, the Quest is really cool. I fucking love it. When I first got it, like, I was watching movies in movie theater mode. Like, that was amazing. But I got such a bad migraine from it, you know, like, you can only use it for so long before, like, you get a migraine. Until you can, there's like these little inserts that I can put in there to make it better. But regardless of anything, I want modders to immediately jump on Fatal Frame 2 remake. Assuming that's going to be good. It looks good. My only complaint from the videos is, you know, if they've gotten rid of a lot of the you know, camera angles, cinematic camera angles. So I'm like, okay, that reduces a certain quality of the tension in the atmosphere, because that's one of the things that made Fatal Frame great. It's what made Silent Hill great, like that scene in Silent Hill 1 where you're, you know, going in the alley and you got all the twisting crazy camera angles. So, like, that was a pivotal moment for me. I never seen anything like that before when that first came out, and I saw that. I'm like, what is going on here? I had no idea Silent Hill was like even a horror game at that point. I'm like, this is kind of like nauseating. It's kind of scary, and I don't know what to expect. And so from that point, I had memorized that, and it was, you know, just already something Resident Evil, but with Silent Hill, the camera was moving. Resident Evil's just like, you know, a flat surface of an image with a 3D model character, polygon dude running around it. So it's not like, it doesn't feel as alive. Silent Hill did, like, the camera, it's fixed, but it's like following you, kind of rotating. Sort of like that. Yeah, it's my I got one of those AI cameras. I can't figure I got it to follow my face around, and I can't figure it out. I mean, it is cool. I like it, but maybe one of these days I'll just like YouTube. I thought, like, you know, like, follow me around. It just does weird things when I move my hands around. I can't ever truly figure it out. Yeah, I hope that they fix this. So annoying. Oh, there we go. I hope that they You know, like I said, I hope the game does well. Like, the camera angles were something that were important to me. But I can look past it. And being that, you know, it's going to be like pretty much more third person than like, well, give me the first person option and let me put it in VR, because that's going to be horrifying and I want that. That's going to be so fucking freaky. You think about that. You're just walking around, that fucking broken neck ghost appears. You know, they do terrifying shit. Like, I swear to God, that's something that'll be like, it'll make me cry. It's so fucking scary. Like, yeah, I want it to be so scary that I do cry. You know, like, that shit will terrify me. I don't know if I'll even be able to sleep after that. But I have to experience that. I want that so bad. I will record myself everything. I'll record myself crying. Like that, like, I don't know. Like, if you haven't played Fatal Frame 2, and if you can't visualize what that would be like in VR, or just to, like, even just be transported into that village and having to deal with all that shit. God, it's the greatest, scariest idea. So that's coming out on the 12th, I think, of March. And it's cheap, too. It's only like $50. Resident Evil's like $70. You know, I've played every fucking Resident Evil game. You know, I'm excited for Requiem, but I've kind of had my fill, you know? Had my fill of Resident Evil. I mean, why not? We get a Resident Evil game every 2 to 3 years. I seem to be seeing these clocks all over the place lately. You know, and I heard some reviews on it. It got good ratings already. Let's see what else is there. You know, and it took the you know, the ridiculousness of Resident Evil 4, and it seems to have cranked it up like to like maximum. And there's the part with what's her name? The female protagonist. You know, it shows how much I've been paying attention to the development of Resident Evil 9. You play as, was it Rose? This not Rose, is it? Where her sections are, you know, obviously more horror oriented. It seems like, you know, a pretty good combination where it's like you deal with the stealth sort of horror aspect and then the full throttle in your face, action packed, ridiculous Leon S. Kennedy bloodbath, which is fun, you know, but you know, I've had that so many times already. This time it's like a combo. I'm excited for it, but I would rather just play Fatal Frame 2 Remake. It's been years since we had anything good come out of that series. All landscapes and portraits, normal, boring paintings. I mean, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse is good. It's not great, though. It's not on the realm of Fatal Frame 2. I certainly enjoyed it more than Fatal Frame 3. But I need this. I need Fatal Frame 2. The remake.